Hi, this is Subhashni, and today I'm here to talk about the import of data from various sources into Power BI. Then the joining of this data to make a large database from which we can get the maximum business intelligence. So let's go on. Before we go to what Power BI does, I think it's important to understand the 6 steps of the process of analytics itself. These 6 steps follow the acronym DCOVA and I. Define the business problem, which could be as basic as data exploration. Define the data that you want to use in the project. Collect the data. If you have any specifications of cohorts or samples, well, this is the point to put it out. Organize the data. Transform this data into formats which enable you to make better sense of it. Date, time, numbers, derived variables, dummy variables. Visualize the data, create the best graphs and charts to give you meaning, analyze the data. When we are talking about a visualization project like the ones that we do on Power BI, generally the two types of statistics which prove to be important are the descriptive statistics, yes, the mean, median, mode, minimum, maximum, and the like, and then the distributions and the shape of data. And finally, let's look at insights of data. Yes, recommendations and those pieces of insights which we can give business so that they can make the best decisions. So again, the way to remember these 6 steps is DCOVA and I use it in all my presentations too. Now let's look at the components of Power BI. Power BI has multiple components. Here you can see them. These are the predominant components of Power BI, and we know that it is a tool for business intelligence that converts data from various data sources to interactive BI reports and dashboards. So in Power BI, you can quickly connect your data, wrap it, visualize it, and share it with your stakeholders. One of the most important parts of it is Power Query. This can be included in Excel or can be used as a component of Power BI desktop. And you can get data from multiple sources using Power Query. It's very easy to use because of the strong graphic user interface, GUI. So you can transform and use the process that you use for transformation for your next project too. It uses a simple language. It's called the Power Query M language. Then you have the Power Pivot, which is data modeling and calculation engine. So yes, it is the brain. And the language which is used here is called DAX, which is data analysis expressions. Then you have Power View, which is a fundamental data visualization component of Power BI. It's an interactive component that connects to the data sources and receives the metadata, retrieves the data so that you can utilize it for data analysis. Okay. Then you have Power Maps, which help to visualize geospatial data in 3D mode. Then you have Power Q&A, which is an ordinary language motor for your data models, questions, and answers. Then all of this actually can also be seen as a part of the Power BI desktop. It is an integrated development tool for Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power View. It helps you to create the whole sequence for the graphs, charts, and reports. Finally, you have the Power BI website. Yes, you can create dashboards from the Power BI website also, and Power BI mobile apps, so that you can share out a lot of the graphs and charts into apps which can be used in real time by the users and the decision makers. Now, Power BI has the desktop and it also has the Power BI service, which is cloud-based and online. And the main difference is that Power BI desktop is a tool in which you can connect the data, transform and shape the data, and make the report with your data. While the Power BI service is an online service hosted on the Azure cloud, where you can showcase your dashboard and report and share your dashboard report with your group members. when you look at the Power BI report server, it's like Power BI service, but it's not an online service because it can be hosted on your own company's domain. So I think you get the drift that there is just so much that you can do with Power BI across multiple options that you might want to explore. So again, to just bring all of this into context, because we are going to focus on the Power BI desktop, what we are going to really look at is this transmission from raw data into the Power Query, where the data will be shaped and brought into Power Pivot, where it will be crunched. And finally, it will go and become part of pivots, charts, grids, either in Excel or in the Power View, which is an interactive explorer, or through Q&A, which is a voice explorer, or rather with the normal language, you can interact with Power BI, and or in Power Map. Okay, so there are these multiple ways that you can look at your database after Power Query and Power Pivot have worked on the database. Now, a small tip is stay updated on a monthly basis with whatever new has happened in Power BI, because there are multiple changes. There are constant changes. So go to the options in the left panel, and in the options, you will see preview features where you should be able to see any new addition of features. If you find them useful, just go ahead, tick it, and restart your computer. You will have it installed in your Power BI version itself. So yes, do stay updated in your Power BI version. So let's look at the next video now, where we're going to look at the data sources, how to bring it into Power Query and create our data models.